Welcome to the Voice Room. Today, we connect the dots on a story that stretches from Johannesburg's boardrooms to Washington's courtrooms and even to the streets of Tehran. At the center, South Africa's global standing and whether its leaders are playing with fire. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe. We're pushing for 500 subscribers, and your support is what keeps this voice alive. MTN, Africa's telecom giant, is facing its most dangerous storm yet. The United States Department of Justice has launched a grand jury criminal probe into the company. Allegations suggest that Mountain's past dealings in Iran and Afghanistan may have indirectly fueled violence, even contributing to the deaths of Americans and Israelis abroad. The company's shares plunged. The markets reacted. And although MTN insists it is cooperating fully, the shadow of this probe is heavy and growing darker. But this isn't just about MTN, because during the crucial years when Mountain was expanding into Iran, Cyril Ramaphosa was chairman of the board. From 2002 to 2013, he presided over MTN's international ambitions, including the controversial birth of Mountain Iransul. Now, let's be clear. There are no personal allegations against Ramaphosa in this probe, but the optics are dangerous. The sitting president of South Africa once chaired the very company now under U.S. criminal scrutiny. And that raises uncomfortable questions about judgment, oversight, and timing. As if that wasn't enough. South Africa's top soldier has stepped directly into the fire. General Rudzani Mafwanya, chief of the SANDF, recently paid a high-profile visit to Iran. His remarks, suggesting strategic cooperation and alignment between Pretoria and Tehran. This was no ordinary meeting, and it wasn't just about military friendship. It was a signal to Washington, to BRICS partners, and to the world. But here's the danger. In most democracies, foreign policy is set by elected leaders, not by generals. For a military commander to speak on diplomatic strategy is seen as a breach of protocol. In South Africa, civic movement Solidarity is demanding his dismissal, warning that this one trip could cost the nation billions in trade with the U.S. And that's the heart of this story. South Africa is walking a diplomatic tightrope. On one side, the United States, a vital trade partner, to market for South African exports. Tariff talks are already tense, and Washington is watching closely. On the other side, South Africa's role in BRICS, its identity as a champion of the global South. A voice aligned with Russia, China, and increasingly, Iran. But here's the truth. Those two paths don't always run together. And the more South Africa leans toward Tehran, the harder it becomes to convince Washington that it's truly neutral. So let's connect them. MTN, once chaired by Ramaphosa, now under U.S. criminal probe for its Iran dealings. Ramaphosa, now president, trying to stabilize the economy while carrying that shadow from the past. General Mafwanya, fresh from Tehran, hinting at new military alignments with Iran, all of it happening at once. At the exact moment, South Africa is under pressure to prove its neutrality. This isn't coincidence, it's convergence. And together, it paints a picture of a nation being pulled into Iran's orbit, just as U.S. patience runs thin. South Africa now faces a choice. Can it maintain its delicate balance? Its so-called non-aligned stance, while Washington's courts, Tehran's generals, and Johannesburg's boardrooms pull in opposite directions? Or are these threads weaving into something larger? A crisis that could define South Africa's place in the world for decades. This is The Voice Room. If you found value in this breakdown, hit like, share this video with a friend, and help us reach 500 subscribers.